Hi, today on Growing Crazy with Jeanette, I'm going to tell you about some facts that I learned about epiphytes, Staghorn ferns, and air plants. So I'll tell you what I know about them and read you some information and show you some plants. And that's that. Here we go. Hello, welcome to Growing Crazy with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette, and I'm crazy. So today I figured we would talk about something different. I've been really into my Staghorn fern lately, and I just recently got some more air plants. And so let's talk about epiphytes. Epiphytes. Do you know what they are? Some of you do. An epiphyte is a plant that does not require soil to survive. They live off of a host, but they don't harm it. They can live off of the crook of a tree, or off of rocks, or off of some inanimate object. But they can grow there. All they need is in the air. Everything they get, all the water and everything that feeds them. So they're amazing plants. So we're going to learn more about them today. I've got air plants, and I have Staghorn fern. So those are both examples of epiphytes, and we'll learn more about them today. So I've got some facts that I'll read you about epiphytes and about air plants and about Staghorn fern. So here we go. So epiphytes are fascinating plants that grow harmlessly upon other plants or structures, deriving moisture and nutrients from the air, rain, and sometimes debris accumulating around them. Here are some facts and interesting characteristics about epiphytes. Adaptations. They have evolved several adaptations to thrive in their unique habitat, including specialized root systems for anchorage rather than absorption, and water-retaining mechanisms like thick, waxy cuticles. Habitat. They are commonly found in tropical rainforests, but also occur in other ecosystems such as cloud forests, temperate forests, and even deserts. Biodiversity. Epiphytes contribute significantly to the biodiversity of forests, providing habitat and food sources for various organisms including insects, birds, and small animals. They also are good for air purification. Due to their ability to absorb pollutants from the air, epiphytes play a role in air purification and improving overall air quality. Examples. Some well-known epiphyte examples of epiphyte plants include orchids, bromeliads, ferns like the Staghorn fern, Spanish moss, and certain species of cacti like the Rhipsalis. Jenny, are you hearing? The Rhipsalis, you just got one. Survival strategies. Epiphytes often have mechanisms to capture water and nutrients, such as specialized leaves that channel rainwater to their roots, or forming symbiotic relationships with other organisms like ants or fungi. Propagation. They can reproduce through various methods including seed dispersal by wind or animals, vegetative propagation, and producing offsets or plantlets. Adaptability. Some epiphytes can adapt to changing environmental conditions, including periods of drought or excessive rainfall, by adjusting their growth patterns or entering dormancy. Overall, epiphytes are remarkable plants that demonstrate unique adaptations to thrive in their arboreal habitats, contributing to the richness and complexity of forest ecosystems. Then we have these guys. These are air plants that I have on right now. This is Ariel, and here's her underside. She's real crazy looking. She's got all kinds of nooks and crannies and curled over leaves. She's very different looking. And they don't require any soil. And that's the same with these guys in here. They don't need any soil. You can just stick them on some rocks and spray water at them, and they survive. You only need to spray water at them like maybe 5 squirts every 2 days, and they survive. So they can be found on trees, rocks, cliffs, even telephone wires. A lot of them will go into the trees down south. In the crook of trees, you'll find a lot of staghorn ferns in there, and a lot of air plants. But the staghorn fern, though, is something else. Let's talk about that next. Okay, so here's my staghorn fern, Odysseus, that I talk about all the time. And as you know, he is growing spores on his undersides right now. Each leaf is growing, see the white stuff? That will turn brown, and they will turn into spores that you can scrape off with a butter knife and plant in some peat moss and perlite mixture, because he doesn't need soil. So you just put them on top of the peat moss and perlite, and you spray it down, and you keep it moist in a jar or in some kind of glass container, maybe even plastic, but you just keep it moist, and in about 6 months you'll see something growing. Maybe 8. It depends on your amount of daylight. But that's what's going on with a staghorn fern. Let's read you some facts about this guy. The staghorn fern, scientifically classified as Platycerium, stands as a captivating and unique botanical specimen, known for its distinct appearance and fascinating lifestyle. Originating from tropical regions in Africa, Australia, and Southeast Asia, this epiphytic fern has earned its name due to the resemblance of its fronds to the antlers of a stag. Platyceriums are notable for their distinctive growth habit, with 2 distinct types of fronds: sterile frond shields and fertile plate fronds. The sterile shield fronds are flat, shield-shaped structures that attach the fern to the host surface, often resembling the bark of trees. In contrast, the fertile plate fronds, which develop above the shield fronds, bear spores and contribute to the fern's reproductive cycle. One of the intriguing aspects of the staghorn fern, is its method of propagation. Unlike traditional ferns that propagate through spores released in the air, staghorn ferns often reproduce through division. Over time, the fern develops new offshoots, known as pups, at the base of the plant. These pups can be carefully detached and planted separately, giving rise to new ferns. This unique propagation method adds to the appeal of staghorn fern for both experienced gardeners and those new to cultivating ferns. Cultivating a staghorn fern requires attention to its epiphytic nature. These ferns often attach themselves to trees or other surfaces in their natural habitat, drawing nutrients from the air and rain. Mimicking the environment in cultivation involves providing a well-ventilated substrate, such as a mix of sphagnum moss and orchid bark. Or you could use perlite, which is what I said. The staghorn fern's captivating appearance, coupled with its distinctive growth patterns and propagation methods, make it a fascinating addition to botanical collections and a testament to the wonders of plant adaptation and reproduction. So that's everything I know about the staghorn fern. And I know that this one is about 30 years old. And that this one up here is 5 years old. See the difference? He's small. And he's ginormous. But these are the fronds they were talking about. These are the fertile ones, because it has spores on the bottom. And these are the sterile fronds. These are just for collecting water. And it splits into 3. It was talking about that. Here's one section of it. And it went and came out on the side. So there's another section of it. And then on the back, there's a 3rd section of it. It's just going crazy. We've got 3 different types of plant in here. Anyhow, that's pretty much everything I have about the staghorn fern and epiphytes. I just thought that we would show you them for something different to talk about. So there we go. Well, I hope you had fun. Hi. It's me. Hope you had fun. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And come back and see me anytime. I'm always here. Okay. Love ya. Bye.